wife that makes some homemade chicken salad. She's real good at that. So I made me 2 sandwiches and was checking out YouTube and ended up having lunch with Jake. He has cooked him 2 hot dogs on the manifold of that big white tractor. Had him some buns and some mustard. Yeah, Jake, I'm with you on that. I like to get a hot meal, but you know, when you have to, you eat a sandwich or a cold meal. There's something about a hot meal, just you feel it go in you. You feel like you get more strength and energy out of a hot meal. Call that the dead corner. I don't know why that dirt right there. I put fertilizer on it. I put a bunch of lime on it. I soil tested it. It's just dead. Maybe I can get some grass to grow on it. I've always enjoyed planting this end down here because I've got so much room to turn around. That field right there, when you plant soybeans in that and you come up against that string of pine trees, that's a booger bear. Yeah, this thing was plowing. Got started, I don't know whether it was 4 or 5 years ago. Cousin walked up to me and said, "Hey, go get your chainsaws. I want to get my plow out of those pine trees." And where his plow had been sitting, pine trees had grown up in it. So I did. And we cut the trees down and got the plow out. And of course, we had it hooked up to the back of my 40-20 to get it out because, you know, that 10-20 is not even going to pick it up. Just bring the front tires off the ground. He said, "Hey, let's take this and play with it." I said, "Okay." So we carried it over to this little field. I call it the center 2-acre piece. Kind of in the center of the farm, and it measures 2 acres. Right now it's got weed on it. You can see it on the other side of the pine trees. And I was riding on the fender just having a good time hanging out with my cousin, and before I knew it, he plowed the whole field. That was about 2 months before time to plant soybean on it. And what I noticed that year, that field had had a morning glory problem. And it did not have any kind of weed problem the next year. Oh, it had, you know, the normal grasses that come up, but glyphosate still works on all that. So the glyphosate killed it. And I had a real pretty field of beans that year. So we got to talking about it, trying to figure out what happened. And his cousin had watched the videos that Bandit Farmer had done about plowing. He had a field he plowed half of and a field he didn't plow. And the field he had plowed had a whole lot less weeds in it. So we decided we'd blame the plow. Plowing the land had helped us out with that. So that's why I decided I wanted to plow. Try to get rid of some of this weed seed. But, you know, a weed seed can, depending on where it's at and what conditions it's in, it probably survive 30 years. Might even go 50. You know, weeds have got a blessing. I hate they got it, but they got a blessing. Go read Genesis. God was telling Adam how it was going to be. And the weeds, they've got a blessing. So they don't even need water. They're going to grow. flipping that dirt over like that, there's probably weed seed down that deep. You know, from years ago when the land was plowed. And it's probably going to germinate. But what I'm gambling on is that weed seed has never seen glyphosate. Got no resistance to it. So if I catch it early before the weed can make its seed and spray it and kill it, I have a couple of years of being able to kill off the weeds with the glyphosate. That's what causes the weed to become tolerant. People don't realize it. They spray it too late. And the weed has already made its seed, and they spray it with glyphosate. And the plants that come off of that seed have a certain resistance to glyphosate because they had it in the seed. That's one of the reasons that the timing of applying glyphosate in soybeans is so critical. But anyhow, another option is Liberty Link. It's a whole different herbicide program. Never been used on this farm. A little more expensive. Maybe in years to come, the price on that will come down a little bit. And then there's another option. I changed my YouTube channel name to Wheat Farmer and just grow wheat. Now, these wheat fields are gorgeous. I think I can count the weeds in them on one hand. The wheat got up so thick that it shaded the weeds out, and you didn't get the normal winter weed cover that you'd have. This field